Alright, so I went through some shit this past 7 days, I guess, I'm sick. I don't know if it's COVID or if it's a sinus infection. I'm not sure what's happening. I took my daughter into the hospital for stuff, and she was sent to Grand Rapids, and I had to go with her. And she has COVID, and I went there and I stayed in the hospital room with her for 4 days while going crazy, no medicine or anything else. Like, I'm listening to the voices. People are trying to tell me common, like sense. I'm still not on my medicine, but people are telling me to do things, and I'm listening to the voices and everything else, and it's like, I'm not logical. I'm still not logical. But, it's better when I'm around my wife. I'm better. She can tell me no, this isn't happening because we're honest and we talk, and she helps me with shaping my opinion better than what I'd get at the hospital. Instead they just stare at me and don't even ask me how I'm doing or anything else or like that. They just stare at me. It's weird. Other thing is, like me getting a job, like everything in my past is like coming back up now, like all my violent charges and stuff, it's come back. Even though all the shit's expunged and everything else, they're looking at my arrest records and saying, oh, well, you're violent, so you can't be a janitor, or whatever else I'm trying to do. Like, I went into McDonald's, he's like, oh, you're gonna get a job and everything, and then he talks to a person about age, and he's like, oh, she's like, oh, he's like 30 years old, why would he work here, And he's like, like, I don't have recording of this. If I had a recording of this, I could just be like, okay, well, McDonald's just went against my rights and shit, but I feel like that, like I need some fucking glasses that got a camera in it so I can fucking record every goddamn thing, like I need, like I need that chest fucking camera, that the cops have and shit, I need to record this shit, anyway, so I mean you can probably hear it too, so it could be COVID, it could be sinus infection. I'm not sure, because my wife has sinus infection and she's been around Annie for this whole time, and she fucking didn't have COVID, But I came back home with, thinking, because I'm, stupid. Oh, I might have COVID, so let me come home, bro. Because I'm thinking like I'm gonna die, so I might as well die at home, not in a room, next to my daughter. Anyway, like crazy thoughts, I'm hearing the devil and shit, like just last night, I'm hearing the devil, knocking at the door and shit, and my wife's like, yeah, I heard something knocking at the door, and then my son's like, oh, I didn't hear anything, so we're both going crazy and shit, She's going through withdrawal, I'm going through, not being on medication and shit, My daughter's all alone in fucking Grand Rapids with just nurses and stuff, but she's figuring out the system a little bit better now. She's starting to drink water and starting to, eat food and stuff, not be so picky. you know. And then I find out, like, I'm like, something's wrong with you, like, and I call 911 and shit, and I'm like, you gotta be, there's something wrong, it can't be like that, and then she admit to me, and we talk about it and stuff, how she's feeling and everything, you know, so, yeah, like, and then I get trapped down in Grand Valley, or Grand Rapids. It's like 3 hours away from my home and shit. And I have to stay in a room with my daughter who has COVID because I have nowhere else to go. And then, like, I couldn't figure out, like, how to get to the hotel that my mom booked for me. You know, I couldn't figure out how to get there, and then I figured it out, and then I'm just like, whatever, it's just money, and I'll just lay here next to my daughter. You know, like logical thought is not in my fucking, you know, thinking when I'm going crazy, you know, without my medicine and stuff, you know, because I'm thinking about like suicide and shit, you know, like, oh, I gave my wife fucking COVID and she don't fucking die and shit, like I need to go fucking in the kitchen and cut my wrist or something, you know, because, you know, the voices said I killed my wife, you know. You know, I tell her that, you know, she's like, no, don't do anything like that, you know. It's not your fault. Shit just happens, you know. You know, I mean, shit, you know. You know, my wife drinking and stuff, you know, I'm like, shit, you know, like, I keep thinking that she's gonna die and shit, you know, so I've tried suicide many times, you know, like, I've tried it twice now. You know, that, you know, shit happens, you know. So I'm just upstairs watching video. I see this video of on Instagram. These ladies decided to fix their AC by putting jumpers on the batteries, and one lady in front like hold the cables and like walk with the truck in the car. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? And like, these guys are like, we're trying to help. And they keep saying, oh no, you're just trying to hit on us. We don't want nothing to do with you or something. It's crazy. I know it's fake, but man, that makes such a great show for It's a Gundam. You know, he can make his fucking dollars and shit. No, fucking talking shit and everything else, you know. Man, trying to fix the AC with, you know, look how bad these teeth are, you know. Alright, that's the plan. We get $60,000 and I get some nice teeth. Because these teeth are terrible, man. Look at that teeth. I haven't looked at them in a while. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But, you know, it only costs $60,000 for a whole new mouth, you know. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to get that on a fucking janitor job. Whatever. But I do feel accomplished with the amount of money that I did get, because it's exactly what the goal was. You know, the goal was to get like $1,600 and $100 from YouTube, you know. So I got that from YouTube, you know. So it's been some crazy, crazy days, you know. But yeah, you know, it's cool. And please watch my whole video, you know. Don't just watch a couple minutes of it. As you get the full story. Teeth are bad. I have to get pulled. That's because of the healthcare system, you know. Like, I could have had my teeth fixed if, you know, Medicaid or, you know, did dental, you know. Like, if I would have got the fillings and the crowns and all that kind of stuff, you know, I'd have been fine, you know. Like, it's so bad. Like, the dentist where I'm at, I missed 2 times going there because I'm afraid of going there. And then they said, you can't go here anymore. So now I have to leave town. I mean, I already have to leave town just to get dentist, but now I have to leave like hours away just to get dental, you know, my dental shit fixed. You know, but what are you going to do, you know? I mean, this is what happens when you're on welfare, you know. I'm on welfare. You know, I get SSI, that's welfare. You know, I can say that, well, my mom paid into it and I paid into it. And I would have got SSDI if I would have just, you know, did an appeal. But I didn't do that, you know. My mom told me to do that. You know, how I'm supposed to do that and navigate the system when I'm fucking crazy, you know. You know, I have cognitive problems. I have voices. I have visuals. I have, you know, like all this stuff going on. You know, what can I do? You know, it's not like I'm a normal person. You know, like I had normalcy once in my life and it's gone now. You know. That's what's happening, you know. So don't worry about me though. It's only 5% chance that you can, that you get this serious, you know, or like 15% if it's, you need to be oxygen or something. So I mean, it's good odds, It's not like it's Ebola, Or yeah, like 80% you're gonna fucking die. So I just, I put the bet that I'll survive. Maybe you guys can start betting too. Everything's about betting. I'm seeing all these king, whatever the hell it's called, king draft. Talking about bet on this. Jeez, that teeth is screwed up, man. I'm gonna lose my front teeth. Yep. I know how America is about teeth. Like the number one thing you gotta have is white teeth. I don't know, like no other nation in the world is like caring about their teeth as much as America does. Man, that's just something I've thought of. It's all good. Thank you. Love everyone. Everyone be loved. Find your happy place, My happy place is at home with my wife, talking to her and stuff, keeping everything real. My happy place is sleeping next to my wife, talking about my delusions, and drinking some pop, and having a cigarette. It's all good. So that's what's been happening. I just made a quick video. It's crazy dumb sick. Maybe we can get my, channel a little bit bigger and, get that goal of 1,600 a month. So I could be like, what's his name? Like, after prison show, I could be like him. Like, I got this house now. I'm invested in houses. It's a dream, All right, everybody, keep it cool.